Many of the pros are using the 4-4-1-1 because it's the easiest formation for scoring goals. Here I'm starting with my goalkeeper and it literally takes me 5 passes to have my striker through on goal. If you need coins to buy high-end players and make your dream team, you gotta check out lootbar.gg and their ridiculously low prices. Their prices are already 10% cheaper than any other platforms, and I've got you another 8% off by using my code OMI. Plus, after you purchase, you receive a free 5% extra coins, more than the amount you actually ordered. Many familiar faces in the content creators community are using Lootbar services, so you know you're in safe hands. And with a super fast and safe delivery system, you can have your coins within 30 minutes. So make sure to check out lootbar.gg and their amazing prices, and don't forget to use the code OMI to get that extra 8% off. The link is in the description. G'day everyone, it's OmiDex here and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today, we're talking about the most ratty, broken formation on FC25. In the right hands, in the right setup, 4-4-1-1 has the most undefendable mechanic in the game, which we'll be talking about later. Here you can see this formation's tactics. The build-up style will be keeping it on balance. You can have it on counter if first time through balls isn't a thing for you. But if you want to unlock the real cutthroat potential of this setup, I highly recommend balanced build-up. And on a setup like this, I don't necessarily want a high line, so for defensive approach, we're going with a balanced 50 depth. Moving on to the player roles, we're gonna start things off with the striker and cam partnership. The striker is on advanced forward and attack. Yeah, he'll be offside sometimes, but we need him to stay on that last line of defense, ready to make that darting run. Now the cam is the single most important player of your team, and there are two things you always want on your cam. First, you need him on that playmaker role, so having someone who has at least a plus version of this role is crucial. Second, you absolutely want your cam to have the long ball play style. The silver one is just fine, the gold one is even better. Trust me, it changes everything. Scoring goals on a counter will be so easy, it's not even funny. For the wide midfielders, we're gonna have both of them on inside forward and balanced, even though I don't mind having one of them on attack focus, but balanced is always that meta option that you can't go wrong with. For the two center mids, I have one on box to box and one playmaker with attack focus. The playmaker just needs to be there, alright, so get someone good for that role. The other one though, if you really want to, you can't go wrong with holding or deep line playmaker as well, both very respectable options. I like the box to box for that extra passing option around the opponent's box. You can have him stay back if you feel you could use an extra number in defense. For the more attacking fullback, I always love to have him on wingback and balance. It's a me thing, the full meta option of course is having him on fullback role. For the other fullback, I messed around with false back for a bit. It's alright, it's just not for me. I'll be keeping him on fullback and balanced. For the two center backs, always have been, always will be defender and defend, and the goalkeeper, I have mine on sweeper keeper and balanced. Here you can see the tactics code on your screen and I'll make sure to put it down in the description as well. Now let's get into some gameplay. The 4-4-1-1 is great at so many things, incredibly dominant in midfield. Yes, the long balls are always there with the cam. On the left and right side you got those diagonal runs, adding to your firepower with green time trivelas or finesse shot plus. And you got that sole striker just by himself up top. On paper, he'll be outnumbered, but in reality, such wide formation always stretches out the opponent's defense. The fullbacks will drift wide to mark the wide runners, and that leaves so much space for your target man to do his thing. But by far the best thing about the 4-4-1-1 is the structure. You have layers and layers of players spread evenly across the pitch, making this formation perfect for dictating the tempo and controlling the game. It's one of those formations you hardly find yourself in scenarios where there's a lack in passing options, and defensively it's one of the better formations. I can clearly see why lots of pros are deciding to stick with the 4-4-1-1. It's an absolutely brilliant setup. I definitely encourage you to give it a try if you're still playing the 4-4-2. Anyway, you can keep watching the rest of the clips if you want to, and I'll see you at the end of this video. That's it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. It would help out the channel massively. This is the end of this episode, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.